This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more fearful and more temperate.
We've started, okay.
My mistress' eyes are not like the sun. Something wire hair.
Good job.
Welcome to the 10 for 10 podcast.
10 for 10.
I am your...
Jessica.
That's Jessica. I'm Dan. I'm the other host. I'm going to make the microphone a little bit more equal.
It's okay.
Equal rights. I believe in this. You should commend me for this, as I am a male, a white male, a straight white male who believes in equal rights.
Well,
that makes me better than most people. So
you should stop now because you're starting.
People won't get the joke.
No.
Fuck. Okay. Anywho, this is the 10 for 10 podcast, wherein which one of us comes up with a top 10 list. This week it's my turn to present a list to Jessica here for her questions and comments and criticism and jokes and mostly just discussion. It's a really fun time.
We have fun here.
Is there anything up top you want to talk about? Game of Thrones ended. It's all right. It's fine.
I'm very okay with it. Yeah. And I'm kind of happy about that because I'm like, I don't want to be like insanely like happy about it because then I'll just like having other shows like endings will just be sad. Having lived through Dexter, but also Breaking Bad. Dexter, which is probably the worst series finale I've ever seen. Breaking Bad, probably the best. But like, but also Avatar had a really good ending as well. Okay. Anyway, but I'm super okay with it. You know. Maybe it's a list. Maybe my number one is One Tree Hill. Living her life. No, my number one character. Oh. She is doing great. She is thriving. Also helping a kingdom thrive. So go Sansa. Okay. Also her outfit. When it was like showing like the montage at the end. Remember like cut to like her like outfit. Dan just went, oh, waist snatched. Twas. In the middle of it. It was such an emotional moment. And you fucked it up. Anyway, this week, what else happened? Robert Pattinson was cast as Batman. Pretty cool. I saw John Wick. My theory about Rob Pattinson as Batman is that like he like used to be his Nightwing. And so it's Dick Grayson? Just because his like body type just makes more sense. There are some people saying that, but also like it's acrobatics. Allegedly set in the 90s, so that might be his acrobatics. Batman. He looks more like that than Yeah. Anyway, so I saw about that. John Wick, who is in his own right an apex predator. I babysat and watched Hotel Transylvania 3, which has apex predators. This week's episode is on. It's good to get back to animals. I love animals. That's what it's on? Well, it's on the top 10 apex predators currently living on the earth. Yes. What is an apex predator? Do you want to meet them? From a distance? Maybe like one might be okay with me going near it. From a distance, though? A gunshot. The way you were saying that just reminded me of that. Anyway, what is an apex predator? Well, if none of them would kill me, then yes, I would love to give them a pat. But that was me with the animals that I most want to meet. Would probably kill me. Die. There's one of them I don't want to get near. But yeah, my list of the ones that I want to meet, I know that a hippo is never going to happen because like it will kill me. But it's a dream. It's a dream and a half. I just want to go swimming with a hippo. Anyway, I hear you asking me, what is an apex predator? How is that different from any apex predator? I should have had a timer. Only 4.5 minutes in. All right, there we go. Mean Girls.
How is it different from a regular predator?
How?
So we know predator and prey.
It's top tier.
Eyes on the side.
Oh.
Are prey. Eyes in front are predators.
I never
That's the
actually
easiest
knew
way
that
to tell.
I thought it was just...
It can be different.
Precious and precious with teeth.
Yeah. Well, usually predators have sharper teeth because they are carnivorous.
But are apex
beings.
ones like top tier predators?
A predator at the top of a food chain that is not preyed upon by any other animal as a healthy adult.
Other than humans.
Some are only apex predators. Naturally, I'm saying, naturally. Some are only apex.
Not natural.
Apex predators within certain environments, i.e., if you put a lion and a mongoose in a room together, while the mongoose is considered an apex predator in most of its biospheres, I don't know what the proper term is. In that case, the lion would be the apex predator.
Would it? So. Is a honey badger an apex predator?
It is. It is.
Are you serious?
That list. Yes.
No fucking way. Go us. No wonder that video was so popular because it was so accurate.
Yeah. Anyway. My ranking criteria, generally just their hunting. We're so
different. I'm sorry. Every time we do videos and it's your turn, you're like, my criteria, we're so different. Mine is, this is what I like. That's it.
Hunting prowess and form, how they look, their command of their their ecosystem, their impact on the natural ecosystems, my just personal preference. And also a rule, they must currently exist. They can't be extinct. So no dinos.
Fuck.
No dodos.
No dodos?
Dodos definitely weren't apex predators.
They couldn't even fly. They're barely... Never mind.
I've got a few honorable mentions. American crocodiles / alligators.
They're
Cougars.
Not the same thing, but okay.
I know. And it's the American crocodile and the American alligator. Cougars, the great horned owl, go owls, hoot hoot, temple
Why
maid.
A cougar? Because I'm older than you.
Snow leopards, jaguars. Honestly, just because I didn't want to have too many big cats on the list because a lot of big cats are. Well, there would have been, yeah. Giant otters because I just love the idea of that. Honey badgers, mongooses, and I wish.
I don't know what a mongoose is, but whatever.
They're kind of like, they're the ones that go after cobras. They can kill a king cobra.
I still don't know what that is.
So they're like they're in the same family as otters, otters.
It's
ferrets,
okay. It's not on your list, so I don't.
Badgers.
Go on.
So they're just kind of long, small mammals. And I wish great white sharks, but they are not apex predators.
What's better than them? A whale?
I'll get to it.
I'm assuming it's because it's on the list.
Yes.
Wow.
It took its spot. I was going to have it as my number 2, actually.
Oh, shit.
But in research, there is one natural predator that they have.
I think it's it's a whale or a squid.
Exists in all oceans on the planet Earth. There isn't really an ecosystem that a shark can be where this animal isn't.
Then I think it's a whale or a squid. That's
a whale or a squid. That's your bet.
Well, if we're talking real ones, because I can't think of anything.
The Kraken.
Well, yeah, that's why I was going with squid.
No. Anyway.
Speaking of, did you remember that Joe Jonas was the voice of the Kraken in Hotel Transylvania 3?
I did.
I was pleasantly surprised because I forgot. Go on.
Anyway, number 10. Shink.
A wolverine?
The Wolverine. AKA...
Oh, you have to let me know when I'm going to hate it, by the way.
Which
number?
Latin name is the Gulo Gulo, which is Latin for glutton.
Are you sure you're pronouncing that?
So it's the glutton, aka the glutton, the skunk bear, and the quick hatch. They are the largest land-dwelling species of the there's going to be a lot of butchering of words in this episode. Mustelidae family, which includes ferrets, honey badgers, mongoose, just small.
Meerkats?
I think they are in that family.
Whenever I think of ferrets, I think of meerkats.
They are a stocky, muscular carnivore.
Thick?
Yeah. They sort of look like a tiny bear. Like if a Goomba hit like a grizzly bear. Like Goomba from Mario and it went... it would be a wolverine.
Okay. I was so confused.
And then if it got a mushroom...
Could have been a shell, you realize?
It would go up
could have been anything that hit it.
Yeah, but Goombas are like the worst.
No, because now that we've talked about Mario, like the movie, I'm thinking of that Goomba, and I don't know what I thought.
They are solitary animals. They don't live in packs. They don't really hang out with their young for too long. Sad. Or their mates. With ferocity and strength that is often noted out of proportion with their small bodies. They're up to or between 26 to 46 inches long with a 6 to 10 inch tail.
My hair is almost as long as a small one.
Yeah. Weighing 12 to 55 pounds. So they're really small, but I'll just get into what they can take down. And they just have like big claws, huge teeth. They are crazy animals. They're basically just like the fuck you animal. It's like, I don't give a shit what you are. I'm going to eat you. Okay. They are primarily scavengers. That's what they'll go after. They'll go after carrion, it's called, already dead animal. But they will, and by doing this, they usually follow the tracks of wolves and lynxes to steal their prey right from under them. But they are also effective predators, mostly going after small to medium-sized mammals, but they have been known to take down bison, elk, and even moose.
When I took the children to a zoo, there were bison, and the little boy just kept going, bison? Bison?
So think about it. This little thing that's basically the size of a large house cat
slow, so I
can take down a bison or a moose, which are like the largest, like
very large house cat,
largest mammal in North America.
Yeah,
a moose, and this little.
I get what you're saying, and go on.
It's crazy. They're just like unbridled rage.
Yeah.
Also, did you know, I might have told you this, that Wolverine from the Marvel Comics was originally supposed to be an advanced like an actual Wolverine that had just evolved into Rocket? A man?
Sort of?
No, he like looked the same, but like his story was that he was formerly a Wolverine.
Well, he is a small boy. He is my size at 5'3".
Yeah. So exactly. So that's why he's kind of small.
I was so happy when I found that out because I was like, you mean?
Because that's why his name makes sense. Because he's small but aggressive and ferocious. Like
small but deadly.
Hugh Jackman should have been called like the Lion or something because he's huge.
Yeah, I know. So they just made him shorter.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's like the opposite of when some
vamp for a sec. I've got to take my button-up shirt off.
Heeled boot.
As I'm very warm. We have to keep this.
Okay, you don't have to explain it.
Well, that's just why I'm not going on.
Okay. But no, I was so happy when I found out how short Wolverine was supposed to be in the comics because it meant that I could be Wolverine one day.
Yeah, that's why my friend JJ, friend of the podcast, has been on an episode, likes Wolverine so much because he is roughly the same size.
Hugh Jackman had something to do with it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend. You know what I mean?
Their biggest competition and threat is usually wolves in terms of like hunting competition. They are found in remote areas of the northern forests and subarctic/alpine tundras of the northern hemisphere, mostly in Canada, Alaska, the mainland Nordic countries of Europe, as well as western Russia and Siberia. So that is the Wolverine.
Cool
and
Wolverine.
I guess I just have that up there because
he's cool.
They are, yeah. They're just unbridled balls of aggression.
And they're thick.
They're very good looking animals. I would not want to touch one because just like bite your hand off. And they're the namesake for one of my favorite superheroes. So how could I not keep them on here? Mm-hmm. Great animals. Ow.
Sorry. I was trying to help.
You pulled it. You pulled my headphone too hard and it gave me a hurt.
Okay, number 9.
Number 9 is definitely probably the chillest on my list. The whale shark. The Rhincodon typus. A slow-moving, according to Wikipedia, they are a slow-moving, filter-feeding carpet shark and the largest known extant fish species. The largest ever confirmed was 62 feet long. They are among the largest They are the largest living non-mammalian vertebrates because of their size.
I don't like the word non-mammalian.
But they aren't. They are fish. They are found in the open waters of tropical oceans and are rarely seen in waters below 70 degrees Fahrenheit. They may live up to 130 years, which is pretty crazy. They have fucking huge mouths. That's how they feed. Roughly 4 to 9.
Most things feed through their mouths. I'm just saying.
Right. You're having a giggle, mate.
I'm just saying.
True. But not feed as in, like, actively pursue prey. They just kind of, since they're filter feeding.
Swallow.
Yeah. Their mouths are roughly 4.9 feet wide.
Love it.
300 to 350 rows of tiny teeth and about 20 filter pads to make sure that they're only swallowing what they should be swallowing. As I said, they're probably the chillest animal on my list as they prey only on small fish and plankton. They're not active hunters.
Do they feed on krill?
Yes. Hey, look, krill.
Thank you.
But
for understanding why.
Since they're not active hunters, you may be like, okay, then why are they like on this list? I just think
because they're cool.
Yeah, they're very impressive creatures. And the fact that they are so huge yet so docile kind of confounds me, because even like the largest whales are pretty dangerous, but they're just like kind of living, and they're sharks as well, which are famously aggressive creatures. Well, not really aggressive. They are portrayed as aggressive creatures. Mm-hmm. But the largest shark, is one of like the chillest things on the face of the planet. They just swim around. They let small fish kind of just like hang around with them. You know how there's always like that little school under their belly or whatever.
Yes.
Are you familiar with the whale shark?
I believe so.
Yeah, they're very big. Uh-huh. People usually take pictures scuba diving next to them, and they're like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, they are very, very interesting.
They're
creatures,
swimmy boys.
Nothing preys on them naturally, at least aside from fucking humans. By the way, humans are not on my list because
we suck.
Yeah, we're not that impressive when you really think about it. I mean, like we are, but like
very easily.
Yeah, we can become a non-apex predator pretty fast.
I just always think of like the one thing that's like, well, you can only kill a vampire by putting like a wooden stake through his heart, and it's like, yeah, that would kill most people. Okay,
kill every person.
I'm just saying, like, we're easy to kill.
Yeah,
not impressive vampires, so they're not up there either. Okay, and they're also most likely not real. Most likely.
I would say so.
I say most likely.
So that's the whale shark.
I like werewolves.
Shut up. Google them if you want. They are also, I believe, they can communicate in some fashion. They don't really have like a call like whales do, because whales are mammals. They have different kind of vocal cord system. I don't even think they have vocal cords, but they're really cool. They're nice animals.
Okay.
Number 8, the reticulated python.
You were supposed to tell me when we were getting to one that I won't like.
AKA the Malayo python reticulatus. This is the world's longest snake.
We're going to go through this one quickly, right?
Yes. Native to probably a place you'll never go now, South and Southeast Asia.
Sorry, Asia.
They can range in size from 5 to 22 feet long, with the largest recording ever being 25 feet long and weighing up to 165 pounds, which isn't really that much for something that long. That's only like 15 pounds more than I weigh, and I'm not 22 feet.
It's so cool.
Yeah. They've been noted as excellent swimmers and have been spotted in the ocean, traveling to nearby islands off the mainland to populate there and spread their eggs, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, could you imagine if you're just like doing like a little kayak thing at like a hotel and just looking, it's like, oh, there's a reticulated python and he's just swimming. And they're just doing
I wouldn't
their
go
thing.
there, so.
Like all pythons, they are non-venomous constrictors, preying on mammals and occasionally birds if they're fast enough, but birds are very fast. Cool. Their hunting style is described as ambush hunting, where they will camouflage themselves and lie in wait until their designated prey gets close enough.
What assholes.
Then they will quickly strike and squeeze the life out of their prey with their large muscular bodies.
So cool.
While non-venomous, they have been known to kill humans, and there are 2 confirmed cases of reticulated pythons eating a human.
So cool.
The first of them being only in 2017 when a farmer
they're learning.
Went missing, and while they were searching, they found a python with a very large belly, and they cut it open, and his entire body came out. He was fully intact.
I love it.
Similar
so
story
much.
happened in 2018 with a lady who was last seen tending her garden at dusk by her family, and then
love it.
A python
so
belly.
Great.
Anyway, that's the end of my description on the python. I think, well, 1, I felt I should have at least 1 snake on the list. 1, to freak you out, and 2, just because they are
There's
noted.
There's 2?
No.
Snakes on the list?
Oh, I'm saying like a list. Like 1, to freak you out.
Oh, okay.
And 2, because they are such...
Our friend just had her cat, was it? Or dog, bring a snake into her bed, and...
Yes. Cat.
I didn't find that shit funny at all.
They are just like well-noted predators of the world. Snakes be. So to have them represented on my list was kind of a necessity.
Was it?
And while, like the king cobra, the copperhead, and all those venomous snakes are kind of obvious standouts, Clearly. I felt that the largest snake on Earth probably should hold this spot. I thought it was anacondas. At least that's what the movie with J-Lo and Ice Cube taught me, was that anacondas were very big and ate Owen Wilson. Spoiler alert. But that's the reticulated python. Wow. They are described as, they're usually kind of yellowish, so they're pretty easy for probably human to see in
what
good
one
enough
did
conditions.
Britney Spears carry in that iconic
I think that was just a boa.
Performance.
A boa constrictor. Let's see.
No, we don't need to
Okay, know. Google.
This is not an ad.
What kind of snake did Britney Spears perform with?
And I'm a slime.
Check out this.
Mario. Dan, are you ready?
An albino Burmese python. So it was not a reticulated python.
Did you hear what song she performed it with,
yes.
though? Are you ready? I'm a slave.
What are you doing?
For real.
Giving yourself a beard or a braid?
Braids.
Kind of just look like a beard. That's reticulated python. I have some pictures to show you if you'd like to see them.
I wouldn't.
They're very cute.
I doubt it.
Because since they're non-venomous, they have that kind of rounded face instead of pointed. I truly
doubt that they're cute.
Which makes them kind of come off as cute. Have you seen that picture that's been circulating of a snake in Australia that was found to have 3 eyes, third eye right on the middle of its forehead?
Wow, good for him.
It's pretty cool. And it's a fully formed eye. It's not like weird and like, it's like just another eye that it has.
It just happens to have it.
That is the reticulated python. I think that might be the snake from the Jungle Book, but I have to double check that. The one that Scarlett Johansson played in the weird new movie.
But there are 2 snakes in the Jungle Book. I don't know.
She sings the song. Anyway, number 7. I'm going to give you its Latin name. See if you can guess it.
Okay.
Panthera leo.
It's a lion.
The lion. Yes. The lion is a muscular, deep-chested large cat with a short, rounded head, a reduced neck, rounded ears, and a hairy tuft at the end of its tail.
And precious.
Yes. Males are larger and are known for their large, beautiful, long manes. Mm-hmm. Males usually weigh up to 550 pounds, with females weighing up to 400 pounds. Lions are not only apex predators, but are also considered keystone predators, meaning that their existence...
We live in the Keystone State.
Thank you. Their existence has a large and necessary effect on their natural environments. So if they disappeared, everything would go to hell where they live. Nice braid.
Thanks.
In talking about their natural environments, they usually inhabit grassy plains and savannas that border rivers. They live mostly in Africa with a large distribution over the entire country.
They break your goddamn heart.
but also inhabit the South Eurasia zone, even going as north as Greece from Africa.
Cool.
One of the most famous aspects is the fact that they live and hunt in groups called prides, which mostly consist...
that they starred in a movie?
Oh, that too. The Lion King. It's my favorite Disney movie. Which mostly consist of females and young, with just a handful of males kept around for protection and procreation. Usually 2 to 3 males in a pack of... The average pride consists of roughly 15 lions. It's weird. Right after I wrote this, I looked at Arnold Schwarzenegger's Snapchat story or Instagram story, and he was on a safari in Africa, and they just had to stop in the road. Yeah, I guess it was there. They just had to stop in the middle of the road just because there was a full pride of lions just chilling, and they had their cubs, so it's like you can't even think about like trying to get them to move because they will freak out. So in terms of these prides, cubs, female cubs at least, will usually just grow up within the pride. Male cubs will usually grow up, challenge the older males, and either kick them out of the pride or go and find a pride to live with as well. Mm-hmm. They are generalist hyper carnivores and basically eat whatever they want, which gained them the title King of the Jungle, even though they generally don't inhabit jungles.
ASMR notification, seriously?
Yeah, I got all my YouTube notifications. God. I like ASMR. Sue me.
I will.
Okay. Mostly they eat large mammals like wildebeest, zebra, buffalo, and giraffes, but they are noted for being pretty, and this is why they're only number 7 on my list, they're pretty terrible when it comes to stamina due to their relatively small hearts in relation to the rest of their body. A lion's heart makes up only 0.5% of their total body weight, which is not really that much, so they can't really...
How much does ours make up? More than that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does. How much of a human... But also, we don't have crazy good stamina naturally. Weight is heart. It just says 11 ounces, so that's really helpful. I'm pretty sure it's a larger comparison, though. But it's not like, I believe, hyenas have really high, or jackals are known for really, really high stamina. Anywho, the lion, how could it not be on this list? They are probably one of the most famous, if not the most famous, big cat. Kings and queens in their own rights. Mm-hmm. They are gorgeous animals. We actually just saw some the other day when we were at Six Flags, because they have a zoo there, a little zoo, and we saw the lions, and I was very happy to see them. One of them, the male, was blepping, which I was appreciative of. Mm-hmm. He had his tongue out. I think
the world can figure out what blepping is.
They're great hunters. Their pack dynamic is really impressive and really relatable as a human. And, you know, they're just big cats.
That's exactly what they are. So, yeah, you're right. You got me there.
But, I mean, like, they can't really be domesticated. Even those who grow up in captivity, it's like still if you turn your back to one, it'll just eat you. They're crazy. Love them. Beautiful, soft. Would want to pat, but I would like to keep both of my hands for the remainder of my life. So probably not going to happen.
Cheers, I'll drink to that.
Exactly.
Number 5.
And there's cubs.
6.
They're adorable.
Yeah.
So, number 6 is the bald eagle. Latin name, the guo bird. The goo bird.
Okay. Bald eagle.
Go bird. Go birds. Go birds.
Go birds.
The real Latin name is the Haliacetus.
Is that the reason that they're on the list? Because of the eagles?
The real Latin name is the Haliacetus leucocephalus. Okay. But I'll just call them the go bird. Go birds. Hey, go birds.
The birds.
Go Phils. Go Flyers.
Birds this weekend.
Go Gritty.
Okay. Gritty's gonna eat us all one day.
Gritty's the number 1 on my list of the apex predators, by the way.
It's those eyes, they lure you in.
Bald eagles. They are a large bird of prey found in North America, like literally all of North America, from Alaska all the way down to northern Mexico. So they have a large area of being able to find them. They usually nest and hang out near large bodies of water, mostly preying on fish. They are known to have the largest nests of any bird in North America, with the largest one recorded at being 13 feet deep, 8.2 feet wide, and weighing 1 metric ton, which is about 1,000 pounds of branch that this bird just got, which is crazy to me. Despite their names, they are not...
Who is their realtor?
Them. They are not, quote, bald like a vulture.
Hell yeah, vultures! I really like them.
Why do you like vultures so much?
I don't fucking know.
They're not on this list because they're not predators. They just
scavengers.
Eat other people's stuff.
They're scavengers. They're not predators.
But they do have, back to bald eagles, they have the famous white head, white tail feathers, brown bodies, and large, sharp, pointed yellow beaks. They are usually 28 to 40 inches long in terms of their body.
What's their wingspan? Between
5 foot 11 inches and up to 7 foot 7 inches. So
way
literally
than
bigger than both of us.
Yeah.
Which, just to think of an animal that has wings that large that isn't like a dragon is crazy to me. Females are usually... Despite their size, they are usually weigh up to only about 14 pounds because all birds have hollow bones.
You were going to say hollow brains, and I was going to be like,
bird brain.
Still.
Female bald eagles are usually 25% larger than males.
That means a lot.
Did you catch any of that? I guess it was in like 2015, that live stream of a bald eagle nest that was like on the Smithsonian website or something.
I remember it, but I didn't watch it.
It was like a family.
I remember
it was
people
like
talking about it.
Mom, dad, 2 babies that had just hatched, and everybody was watching it.
People were loving it. I didn't watch it.
Again, like the snake, I felt I should have at least one bird of prey, and what better bird than
the Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles.
The eagle, and our nation's national bird.
Our city's bird.
I'm a big fan of hawks and falcons, specifically falcons with little caps on their heads. But just something about the eagle kind of invariably drew me to it, even though I probably personally prefer hawks over all as my bird of prey of choice. I like them. I also really like owls. Go owls, hoot hoot. T for Temple U. There's just something about the eagle that's just so nice, specifically the bald eagle. They're such pretty animals from the side.
I don't find them pretty.
Except when you see one head on, they kind of look like an idiot. There's just something about that profile, that eagle profile, that's just really cool. Mm-hmm. And to see them hunt is crazily impressive because they can go from like a mile up and just dive and grab the fish that they spotted from way in the air. Like it's nothing at all. Mm-hmm. It's really, really impressive. And that's the bald eagle. Number 5, probably the second chillest animal on my list. The giant panda. Ailuropoda melanolucia. Ow, that hurts. Please don't put your legs on me. It also makes this chair creak a lot, which is not nice to listen to. The giant panda, a bear native to South Central China, though there was large debate around whether or not it was actually a bear or a very, very large member of the raccoon family, but recent genetic testing has proved that it is fully a bear.
It's a trash panda.
Pandas are known...
That's what it's related to?
Yeah. Pandas are known for their large bodies, up to about 6 feet long, weighing about 300 pounds, black and white fur, with the patches on the eyes and stripes along the bodies, and something that other bears do not possess, pandas have something called the pseudo thumb, which they use to grip bamboo, which is an especially long bone on the side of their paw that acts like humans' opposable thumbs do. Mm-hmm. So that's how they can climb and grip very well. You may be saying they eat bamboo. They're not predators. And yes, while 99% of their diet is made up of plants like bamboo and bamboo shoots and stems and leaves, they are omnivores, predators, and will gladly go after any kind of meat that they are not too lazy to get, as well as fish, and they will eat eggs of any eggs that they can find.
Okay.
So snake eggs.
Does that have to be like scrambled?
Sure, probably. Despite their chill demeanor, they are impressive fighters and need to be, as their cubs are prime targets for snow leopards, eagles, black bears, and yellow-throated martins.
As we learned in the movie Kung Fu Panda. In like the second one, when it's a flashback. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I assumed that they picked him to be the villain that like murdered or tried to murder all the pandas.
Yeah. Tai Lung's the villain in the first one. He's the snow leopard. The one in the second one's the peacock.
Fuck, yeah, you're right.
And then the third one
is a bull.
Yes.
He's the one that's like, finally, a worthy adversary.
The one that comes from like the spirit realm or whatever.
Yeah, he's a bull of sorts.
Yeah, I think it's Idris Elba. Is it Idris Elba?
I believe so.
Those movies are great.
You just said Idris Elba.
Idris Elba.
Is it Idris Elba?
Pandas are solitary creatures, though, and after mating, the male will usually leave the mother to raise the cubs alone. Bloody men, am I right? Female pandas usually carve out their area and are not tolerant of other females infringing on their turf. Despite being the poster animals for endangered species, this is more of a...
Sorry, I just thought of something that you might have on the list.
Okay.
I'm hoping that it's on the list, but I don't know where it stands.
Despite being the poster animals for many years of being like the endangered species.
They're not the...
They're like they were like the WWF.
I mean,
their
now
thing
they're
is
not
panda.
like the endangered species.
In 2016, they were officially deemed vulnerable instead of endangered, as their populations had increased worldwide to conservation efforts. That changes literally every hour because...
I know. I mean, like top 3. Go on.
No, I'm saying because they become extinct.
Stop.
Like something like 1,000 species go extinct every day or something like that.
That's wild.
It was like this crazy...
Sea turtles are up there. Sorry.
Yeah, sea turtles are...
And gorillas.
Yes.
And your leopard.
Yes.
The orangutan. Sorry.
Anyway, giant pandas, love them. Probably one of my favorite animals of all time. I have my oldest stuffed animal is a panda.
Mr. P.
I got him from Build-A-Bear when I was like 4 or 5.
But he doesn't...
Unfortunately, his Build-A-Bear birth certificate does not say Mr. P because my initial name for him was Jess.
Excuse me, Mr... Was it Mr.?
It wasn't a Mr. Let's just say I'll give you the story. So my sister had gone to Build-A-Bear workshop with her friends.
I remember. You didn't know that it was bad.
Yes.
Blue.
I will tell it. Give me a sec. Okay. So she went and made a polar bear or something, and it had a blue nose. And she named it Blue, or maybe even Blue Nose or something along those lines. And I was really jealous and I wanted one. So when I went, I wanted to name it Blue something. And because I was like 5 and didn't really know how to spell many words or even know that many words, my mom was like, just think of a word. And so I looked around and I saw that they had little, you know how Build-A-Bear, they have toys and stuff.
Just get to it, honey.
I named him Blue Ball. And my mom let me do that. She didn't try to suggest another name.
I love her
so much. She didn't say,
much.
Maybe not that. Maybe Blue Eyes or something like that.
Still a dumb name, but I love her for letting you name it Blue Ball.
So his legal name is Blue Ball. Anyway, I love giant pandas. They are chill. They are beautiful creatures.
But now that I've seen the movie Booksmart, I don't know how I feel about Mr. P.
Jesus Christ.
You've seen the movie Booksmart.
Having seen one in real life was great. Have you ever seen a real life panda?
I know I've seen red pandas.
Have you been to the Washington, D.C. Zoo?
Nope.
That's the closest place. Actually, there might be one in the New York Zoo now.
Never been.
Anyway, I got to see one at the Washington, D.C. Zoo. Great.
One of the kids that I watched, they have a zoo field trip next week to a zoo, not the Philadelphia one. It's a different one.
Oldest zoo in America.
And they have to choose like an animal and like do like a small like report on it. And so she chose the red pandas. And I was like,
they're good. Red pandas.
Girl,
are good.
I love red pandas. They're just so cute and cuddly and look like a red koala. And I was like, yeah, bitch. I didn't say that to her.
I also love the maternal instincts of the panda. They are known for that, as that's when they are at their most ferocious, not when they're hunting anything, but when they are defending their cubs. And there's something very admirable about that way of life. And also there's big and chubby and
especially
kind
since
of
a
really
lot
stupid.
of animals do like just kind of, they have the baby and they're like, okay, bye.
They'll fall out of a tree.
Go panda.
They love playing in snow.
They sleep a lot, right?
Yeah, and there's the sneezing panda video, which got this nation through some tough times.
Have you seen the one where the lady
it's not
is
the one where
trying
it falls
to...
over. It's,
oh, okay.
There's so it's the mom and she's eating, and then the baby sneezes, and then she's like,
wait, but I also love the video of the lady who's like, there's 2 or 3 pandas, not fully grown, but she keeps like raking up like the leaves, getting into a basket, and then going to like open the gate so she can take the basket out, but they keep like climbing into it, dumping it over, like it's amazing.
Yeah,
and then they keep like trying to escape, so she's just running back and forth. It's like 10-minute video of this.
They're just huge goofballs, but the fact that they are such goofy animals, but like at the drop of a hat can become
violent,
extremely dangerous.
And cool.
Is a cool dichotomy that I appreciate. Number 4, the Komodo dragon, Varanus komodensis.
How big?
It's
okay.
Komodoensis.
You're trying, so just move on.
They are a giant lizard found in the Indonesian islands Komodo, Rinca, Flores, and Gili Matang. They are the largest living species of lizard and can grow up to 10 feet long and weigh 150 pounds.
Excuse me, guys.
They have a tail as long as their bodies, 60 serrated teeth that can be up to 1 inch in length, which is huge for teeth. Yellow forked tongues and reinforced by armored scales. One scary aspect of the Komodo dragon is that their saliva is almost always bloody due to gingival tissue naturally lacerated.
They got gingivitis?
Between in their mouths when feeding. So like this tissue naturally grows on their teeth. So then when they like open their mouths and like bite into something, it breaks the skin.
They got gingivitis.
So basically they always have bloody saliva, which is pretty scary. They dominate practically any ecosystem that they naturally inhabit. They're probably considered keystone predators within their own natural habitats. And there are theories as to why they are so big. One of them is that they kind of just filled the spot of the top predator by evolving over time because they live in islands and there were no new species coming, so they just kind of grew and became top
room to grow.
Top lizard. They will hunt and ambush prey such as invertebrates, birds, and mammals, but they are rumored, not super confirmed, there's a lot of debate as to whether or not they have a toxic bite, thanks to 2 glands in their lower jaws. These glands secrete an anticoagulant. So if you get bit by one, at least it's not going to be that painful after a while, because that's a blood thinner. It's like an Advil.
I got that thin blood already.
Yeah, so one bite from one.
Goodbye.
And you die. Komodo dragons mainly hunt Timor deer just because that's what is available to them, but they will eat dead animals and have been even known to go after humans, large mammals. They'll eat basically anything.
They just hungry?
They're basically like the lizard version of a wolverine.
They're just hungry. Somebody feed
Between
them.
1972 and 2012, there have been 24 reported attacks of Komodo dragons on humans, with 5 of them being deadly to the human. So it's actually a pretty large percentage of all of the total attacks. They're also pretty quick when they need to be. I didn't look this up. I probably should have. But just from watching footage of them, they're pretty scary animals. I would not want to be in a room with one. You probably have. Here,
I can look at it later.
There's this cool part in James Bond Skyfall, I think. Where
I saw that one.
Yeah, where he's in a pit.
And Skyfall.
And there's a couple Komodo dragons in there, and he uses them to his
fat-ass lizards.
They basically look like small dinosaurs. They're really, they are kind of fat. Yeah.
They chunk.
They're pretty chunky. I guess that's what I like about them.
Limbs.
Is that, oh my God. There's just a picture of a Komodo dragon just
you can stop
biting into a goat.
And like their tongue is like, ow.
But also like...
So I don't like that.
Like most animals, they're really cute as babies.
Did you hear what I said though?
Meow.
Yeah, that's what their tongues do. Ow. Country boy, I love you. Ow.
Run.
Okay, can you move on with your list instead of just
so I really like Komodo dragon because
memes?
They are extremely scary animals. They have huge mouths that can like unhinge. There's a picture here of one Komodo dragon.
Stop looking at the pictures.
With another Komodo dragon's head in its mouth.
Just show me that you're going back to your list. Yes. Okay.
And really that's why they kind of earn that spot. They are some of the most...
They're chunky,
one of the most ferocious reptiles on the face of the planet. They are the largest lizard currently living. They're basically one of the close... Oh, lizard. Okay, yeah, duh. Lizard, not reptile. Duh. I was about to say, wait, what about crocodiles? But crocodiles aren't lizards.
You fooled yourself.
They and crocodiles
are the clown.
And chickens are like the closest things we have to modern day dinosaurs. And I really appreciate that because I like dinosaurs a lot. Number 3, I'll give you the Latin name.
Grab your heart and go, ah.
No, I had a little burp and I wanted to make sure that it wasn't too loud. Excuse me. I'll give you the Latin name because you can probably guess it.
By the way.
What?
He's swinging his chair and the cord is wrapped around it. So don't do that.
Canis lupus.
It's a wolf.
The gray wolf.
You know why I know that?
Harry Potter?
Lupus. Yeah. And also, you said canis. I assumed canine.
Yes.
I'm
AKA
smart.
The timber wolf and the tundra wolf. They are canines native to the wilderness and remote areas of Eurasia and North America.
I love the word Eurasia.
Because it sounds like urine.
No, I just think it's funny. So it's like, really? That's the best that you could come up with for that
It's
area?
Europe and Asia.
Eurasia!
Duh. They are the largest extant member of its family, with males being around 95 to 100 pounds and females being 79 to 85 pounds.
Yes, bitch.
Aside from being large, they are distinguished from others in the Canis species by having less pointed muzzles and ears, unlike a lot of other canines, I guess.
More round like a dog.
Yes. They have long fur, bushy tails, and can range in color from gray, pure white, red, brown, and black. They, like lions, are extremely social animals with packs consisting mostly of a mated pair and their offspring. Mm-hmm. Packs range in size from 5 to 11 wolves, but packs as large as 42 have been known. I'm pretty sure that largest pack is actually within Yellowstone National Park or something like that. It's within a conservation area. I believe that packs will not accept non-related wolves, or at least non-related females.
They won't adopt?
They are not fan of that, nor are they the fan of injured or sick wolves that aren't related to them. They will protect if it's their own offspring because they have that innate urge to. They will usually keep, when they're traveling, the sick and the young in the middle, guarded by the strong and healthy ones on the outside.
I get what you're saying.
And the old in the middle as well. So it's basically mom, dad, all the kids.
Possibly grandma and grandpa.
Grandma and grandpa up there.
Possibly.
So it's very much like human families, actually. That's how most humans live. Maybe sometimes you'll have grandma and grandpa live with them.
If you recently have a baby, best place in the car is behind the driver's seat because that is the side that you naturally will protect if you are. Yeah.
When hunting, wolves are very hard to discourage.
White
they will
sitting in the back of Jim's car.
They usually, despite being known to hunt in packs, they prefer to hunt in pairs over hunting with the entire pack, as an entire pack entire pack will alert prey quicker and easier and faster. But they can smell prey and even already dead animals up to 2 miles away, and are expert trackers. They can distinguish different animals' tracks and follow them and follow signs of other animals in the area. They usually like to inhabit one area, but will move pretty easily if they realize that there isn't that much food in the area, but they will protect their area quite viciously by if they feel anybody else is infringing on it. They'll mark it with pee by rubbing themselves on trees to leave back like tufts of fur and stuff to leave their scent. But they're also a big fan of covering their scent by rubbing in the grass and in other animals' poo. So you find your prey's poo and you rub yourself in it.
I get you.
They can't smell you coming. So that's actually a huge animal behavior you see in dogs, is that if they find a nice patch of grass, they'll love. You've seen
Sophie do it. Sophie,
they love rolling around in it.
She'll be like walking around as if she's like about to like just like shit everywhere, and then you get her outside, she finds a patch of grass. Nope, poop forgotten. She's got to roll.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes.
And another wolf behavior you'll see in dogs is circling an area before they sit down. Yeah. They'll just walk in a circle. That's what wolves do in the wild to pack down the area of leaves and grass. So they make themselves a nice little... We
just always used to be like, what if humans did that on the toilet seat? Like, oh, no. Gotta find that right spot. Gotta find the good spot. Oh, here we go. That's what I always thought they were doing. It was just like, okay, wait, no, I have to put my butt down in the perfect spot.
No, to sit down, not poo.
I know.
Oh, yeah. So then they sit down.
And also poo.
But if they get a nice little divot in the ground, then that allows them to make a nice little compact, because you know how wolves lay with their tail coming around their face. Yeah. So they are extremely communicative and expressive creatures, as anyone with a dog will know. They howl, they bark, they have facial expressions, and are very easy to tell how they're feeling based on how they're looking at you. When hunting, wolves are very hard to discourage, as I said. Their hunting process is broken down into 5 steps: locating prey, the stalk, the encounter, the rush, and the chase. They will usually go after large, up to about 1,500 pounds, and medium, up to 300-pound size ungulates, so deer, moose, hooved, cloven creatures.
So Satan.
But they will go after smaller prey
creature
if it's not too much of a hassle. Like they'll go after hare or a mouse, even if it's not going to be too tough for them. I love wolves. You know this of me.
And I like wolves.
Thank you. I like dogs a lot, and their complex social structures, along with their hunting abilities, their famous hunting abilities. Actually, a lot of people recognize them as expert hunters, as well as their general look, have earned them their number 3 spot on my list.
Your number 1, but all right. So number 2 is the one that beat out the great white.
This is what beat out the great white.
Is it a type of whale or a squid?
I'll give you the Latin name. The Latin name gives it away.
Okay.
It is the Orcinus orca.
The orca whale.
Yes, aka the killer whale. They are the only known...
Right, Willie's...
Yes.
Okay.
Only known natural predator of the great white shark. A toothed whale belonging to the oceanic dolphin family, of which it is the largest member.
The most pretty whale, you know?
Yeah. They usually have... I have a description here. Do you want to describe them?
No, you can.
Okay, they usually have a black back, white bellies, and black sides with white patches near or above their eyes. Male orcas can range up to 26 feet long, weighing over 6 tons, with females just being a little bit smaller than that. They possess extremely strong teeth and have very powerful jaws, which allow them to go after sharks.
To chomp chomp.
They have diverse diets, but specific populations will go after specific types of prey. So some may go after only fish, while others may enjoy the odd seal or even dolphin or even a fucking great white shark.
Cool.
I'm not over it. They can be found in any world ocean as they are considered a cosmopolitan species, so they are literally everywhere.
Pods?
They do. I'm going to get to that now. Orcas are highly social animals, and some populations are made up of matrilineal pods, so the mom sticks around and everyone sticks with the mom. Which are allegedly some of the most stable packs of any animal species. So with wolves and lions, for example, wolves have been known to break off into other packs when a male wolf or female wolf might get old enough and might say, all right, see you, mom and dad. I'm going to go try and start my own thing.
Bye.
But orcas, not the case. They generally stick together till they die. The only comparable social structures to an orca pod are those found among elephants and higher primates.
How long do they live?
I don't know. Let's see. Okay, Google. How long do orcas live?
Killer whale lifespan. Female, 29 years, and male, 17 years.
Shit, that's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, wow.
Probably because the males don't stick with, because they're matrilineal pods, so they probably go out and explore, and that makes them more susceptible to poaching and attack.
Yeah, and they get tired because they're just like, bye, and go swim.
They're also known for their sophisticated communication and hunting techniques. They click and they squeak, and apparently they can understand each other by using those clicks and those squeaks like we are right now by talking to each other.
Is that it?
When you hit her with that
No, it was a
Killer whales are often referred to as wolves of the sea due to their extreme hunting abilities and affinity for hunting in groups. So, I mean, if you've ever seen videos of a orca hunting, it's pretty impressive.
I haven't. I've seen the videos where it's
jump
like,
out of the water.
Did you see this 2 orca whales were just swimming by my boat? Seen that shit?
Yeah. They'll come out of the water to go after a seal, which is pretty crazy.
Any famous movies or books that I should know about
that have orcas aside from Free Willy?
Isn't there another?
No.
What was the movie?
Moby Dick?
Yeah.
That's a sperm whale.
Fucking shit. I was going to be like, what was the one that Tom Holland and Chris Hemsworth were?
There was Moby Dick, and then there's In the Heart of the Sea, which is based on...
I read a lot of Moby Dick, and I completely forgot that. Actually, it's a long book. Is it a long? Yeah.
And In the Heart of the Sea is based on Herman Melville's experience, which inspired him to write Moby Dick. They ate each other, those people, and In the Heart of the Sea. Tom Holland doesn't get eaten, though.
Does Chris Hemsworth?
No, he doesn't get eaten.
Does Chris Hemsworth?
No.
Okay.
And nor does Herman Melville, because he went on to...
Good for him.
Call himself Ishmael or whatever. Call me Ishmael.
But so just Free Willy? What's up with that? I've never seen it, never read it, whatever.
It's an interesting movie.
What's it about? Like, I understand.
Oh, there's
Free
also
Willy,
Oh, yeah. There's a really famous Jaws ripoff that was made right after Jaws came out called Orca. Really? It has a 7% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Hell yeah. Well, you know what? Jaws, the story isn't even originally a great white. Isn't it a tiger shark or something like that?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Tiger shark something.
So it made more sense that it was in the shallow waters, just slightly size-wise.
And there's also a movie called...
But they didn't think that it would be as scary as a great white. And it's well, fuck, man.
There's a movie called Blackfish about an orca. Namu the Killer Whale.
Sounds like a hit.
Yeah, but I think Free Willy is probably the most famous one. Orcas earned their spot. Gonna be great whites, but as the only natural predator, I felt it right to give them the spot that the great white had, and for good reason. They are extremely intelligent creatures, impressively large, impressive hunters, and their social structures. I like good social structures, as you can probably tell so far, among animals, are admirable.
All right, you're number one. Do I get a hint?
Do you want
that is not
Latin
just the
name?
Latin name.
You can probably get it off the Latin name.
I can't remember. I couldn't think of anything. I would have thought a gorilla or something.
Panthera tigris altaica.
Tiger?
Yes, specifically the Siberian tiger.
I thought you were going to say specifically the one from Kung Fu Panda.
AKA the Amur tiger, Manchurian tiger, Korean tiger, or
Did you just call it a tire?
Usurian tiger.
Oh, so is that movie about the tire? Is that because it's secretly a tiger? The killer tire? Doesn't it explode like people or something with its mind?
Yes.
Fucking wild.
Anyway, they are a tiger species that populates the Far East, mostly the Russian Far East and northeastern China. They are the largest big cat species with bodies never smaller than 60 inches, with some recorded with bodies up to 100.
Never smaller.
Recorded up to 140 inches long,
Hell
not including the tail.
Long cat.
And the heaviest recorded tiger was 1,025 pounds. Tigers are known for their reddish, rusty yellow coats.
When their shoulders do that thing.
The haunches.
Yeah.
Tigers are known for their reddish, rusty yellow coats and narrow black transverse snipes. Jesus Christ, I can't talk tonight.
You having
Stripes.
a stroke tonight?
As well as that plumage, the white plumage around their head.
Mm-hmm.
Along with their large paws and huge claws and enormous teeth. I wrote here, hug claws. Nah.
What did you say?
Hug claws, not huge claws. I forgot the E when I was writing this.
Oh my god. You're sloppy today.
They have a very distinctive roar that can be heard for miles and is actually what was used for The Lion King, for Simba and Mufasa's roars.
But
they're more impressive because lion roars really aren't that good. They're kind of whiny, but like a lion.
By the way, is not excited for the new Lion King. Viscal.
The tiger roar is very impressive.
I don't need to watch Simba cry over Mufasa
strong
again. I just did that with Drogon and Daenerys. I don't need another live action remake of it. Am I right?
Anywho.
Am I wrong?
Tigers, they fuck. They will mate any time of year, with a male and female staying together for about a week.
With a male or female, no, okay.
The female will be is usually pregnant for about 3.5 months.
Wow.
Which is weird considering their size, as they're larger than humans, but they're not. They're pregnant for a third of the time.
Aren't like elephants pregnant for like 3 years?
Yeah, it's like 1.5 years or something like that. Then they give birth to a litter of 2 to 6 cubs, which are always very cute. Female cubs will stay with the mother longer than the male ones will. This, along with the fact that males will usually travel further outside of their comfort zones, means that males are at a greater risk for predators at a young age and poachers. But they're still apex predators because when they're healthy, nothing goes after them except for stupid humans with guns. Tigers will hunt...
22 months for elephants. Sorry.
Shit. Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Tigers will hunt Manchurian wapiti.
They have the longest gestation period.
Siberian musk deer, even longer than blue whales.
Oh, wait.
Of
any mammal.
Oh, so yeah, longer than whales. Even though blue whales are the largest mammal.
I just wanted to double check what it said.
Yeah. They'll hunt long-tailed goral, moose, wild boar, and even go after black and brown bears. Their usual hunting technique is that they will ambush, use their claws to attach themselves to their prey that they've pounced on, and use their teeth to go for the neck and finish the kill.
Yum. Also, blue whales carry for 11 months. And they get pregnant every 2 to 4 years. That's probably why it seems like they just...
That's not that long, considering their size. Tigers,
they
like
can
wolves...
be up to 200 pounds at birth.
Okay. Tigers, like wolves, will also go after hares and fish as well.
Okay.
If nothing large enough is
They're
in the
really
area.
pretty.
Yeah, I love tigers.
They seem playful, like with each other at least.
Yes, they're very playful animals. They love actually to play, and are probably one of the most dangerous things on the face of the planet.
Hell yeah!
Aside from like hippos and such,
that.
I would really not like. It was kind of a list of animals that
You were so fucking cool, but I never want to come within like 100 feet of you.
Which animal would I not want to be stuck in their natural habitat with?
Their natural habitat?
Like, I can definitely not outswim an orca.
Nope.
And I would not survive a tiger in the jungle, nor
What do you do with
wolves.
snakes? You serpentine?
No. Because they move in serpentine fashion.
So just run in a circle?
Snakes, I think it's...
run in a circle?
You can run... I think most people can outrun a snake because they're not very fast. They strike fast, but they don't move very quickly.
Have you ever seen
if you can get onto
I don't like seeing them move sideways. I don't like that shit.
If you can get onto like a slick enough surface like sand or silk, just
That's
carry
what
around.
I've seen and I don't like it.
If you if you ever need to sleep in the forest or jungle, just bring
Silk
like a
sheets.
giant, like a 10-foot silk circle to just sleep in the center of, and no snakes will get to you because they can't unless they drop down from a tree.
How fast are wolverines?
I think they're pretty fast.
What about
for most of them,
wolves? I'm sorry, you're taken down.
For most of them, wolves, tigers, lions. If you're ever
pandas,
stuck, not really in pandas. Pandas will attack humans, but it's mostly out of irritation than anything else, not aggression. So they'll leave you alone if you leave them alone. Tigers, wolves, lions, though, if you're ever in a situation where you are stuck.
Lions and tigers and bears?
With them, just don't take your eyes off them.
You do realize that you have lions, tigers, and bears on your list, right?
Yes.
So you can sing it now.
No.
Go ahead. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my!
Just
Wolverines and wolves and snakes. Oh my!
I'm giving these people survival techniques,
yeah,
Jess.
because you've dealt with it before, right?
Well, this is what I've read. You just don't take your eyes off them. Just keep your eyes. Don't try to start like a stare down, but make it clear that you are looking in their direction, because people in China have found that they can protect their flocks of cows and such from tigers by painting eyes on their butts. So the tigers don't know which way they're actually looking. Are we sure
that's why they're doing it? They're not doing it just to be funny?
But yeah, a lot of these animals I would not want to be in the same room with. I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting like an orca or a blue whale or even
Seeing
like a wolf.
From a boat.
No, I think I could pet a blue whale. I wouldn't really care. But yeah, Wolverine, tigers, lions, no thanks. Wolves can be domesticated.
I thought that was going to be your number one.
Yeah, I do like them, but I think tigers are probably the most impressive apex predator out there. Because they are.
What about a jaguar?
And they're a little bit underrated because everyone's like, ooh, lions, king of the jungle, blah, blah, blah. But tigers are bigger, they're more ferocious, they're better hunters.
They're better bitches than anybody else on the planet.
And they're straight beautiful creatures. I think it's like no tiger.
Anything cat, gorgeous.
No two tigers' stripes are the same or something like that. And they're just great. They got a great roar and huge teeth, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And that's my list. Top 10 apex predators.
I have no idea what I'm doing next week. I'm tired,
Maybe you could do series finales. Just kidding. Thank you for listening. Yeah, I'm really warm, so I want to wipe this up, wrap this up.
Why can't you speak tonight?
I don't know.
I'm warm.
Thank you for listening to this episode of 10 for 10. You've probably noticed that we're getting warmer and warmer, and we've probably started talking slower and lazier. Thank you again for listening.
Tired.
Please follow us on Twitter at 10for10pod.
I have sleep apnea.
Like us on Facebook, the 10 for 10 podcast. You can email us at 10for10pod@gmail.com. Follow us on Podbean, Spotify. What's the other one? iTunes and Apple Podcasts. Leave us a nice review. We'd love to hear from you.
Only if it's nice.
Do you have anything else, Jessica?
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Okay.
No, that's okay.
Let us know what your favorite predators are. If you would want to cuddle a tiger.
Yeah.
But not like one of like the sad, drugged up, chained up ones in Thailand that they have. Have a great week. See you next time. It's really hot here. It's getting really warm.
Have a good Memorial Day weekend.
Oh yeah, it's Memorial Day weekend.
Bye.
Make some dogs.
Make some burgers.
Don't wear white.
Slap them on the grill.
After
Labor Day.
Fuck. So now can I start wearing white again?
Yeah, you can wear white.
So when can you start wearing white again?
I think it's between Memorial Day and I think it's
or is it like the new year?
Starting spring.
Okay.
Who listens to that rule? Goodbye.
Don't wear white after Labor Day, and
werewolves
always keep an eye on a tiger, but don't look gorillas in the eye because they think it's a challenge.
Goodbye, guys.
All right, love you.
This podcast is part of the Shrimp Queen Network.
Visit facebook.com/Shrimp Queen Network to see more great podcasts.
Hear them.
Hear more great podcasts.
Good job.
Thanks for listening.